Ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce you to our next speaker, the commander of the 579th Engineer Detachment FSM, Colonel Richard W. Dean II.
Good morning. Over the past several weeks, several TOAs have occurred, and I've been reminded by some of you that as we get older, our eyesight starts to get weaker. Thus, I've learned to increase the size of the font of my notes here, and thanks to my LASIK surgeon, I now have eagle vision. And some of you probably didn't get that, but the eagle is the eagle part here, the colonel. Okay. I'd like to welcome General Yetter, General Fisher, General Kendall, fellow commanders, chief warrant officers, command sergeant majors, master chiefs, chief master sergeants, gunnery sergeants, soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardsmen, Afghan and coalition partners, ladies and gentlemen. What a fine day to be a member of the 579th Engineer Detachment. UA. Even better, what an extraordinary year it has been for the entire 579th Engineer Detachment. Let me take you back in time. A little over 2 years ago, the 579th Engineer Detachment was activated and established in Vicksburg, Mississippi. After nearly a decade of efforts, the establishment of the FSM and the evolution of Army doctrine and field force engineering came to a reality, which brings us to today, where the 579th Engineer Detachment has successfully completed the first deployment of an MTO unit consisting of civilians and soldiers to a combat theater of operations. Wow. The FSM doctrine calls for the detachment to be able to respond to significant natural disasters or establish a mini Army Engineer District, Corps of Engineer District in an austere environment or unstable contingency. Upon the detachment's arrival to Afghanistan, there was already a fully capable engineer district in Kabul and another district that was being established here in the south in Kandahar. So the detachment had to carve out a niche, adapt to the conditions, and exercise our strengths to be ready, relevant, and reliable engineer resource to the Regional Command South and their task force commanders. Over the past decade, NATO and coalition forces have been working in the security and the governance objectives and goals of Afghanistan with mixed results. Late last summer, Kandahar experienced the troop surge, and shortly thereafter, the execution of Operation Hamkari Bari and its 4 phases that were executed with tremendous success. Time will tell how effective the operation was, but it is my hope and desire the governance piece will come to be fully established, the commercial markets and merchants will grow and prosper, natural resources and manufactured products throughout the region can be developed in a timely manner, and the establishment of a viable road and railroad transportation system to foster the growth of the export markets. Hopefully the strengths that have been established over the past year and the will of the Afghans will plant the seed of freedom after so many decades and centuries of turmoil and unrest. One of the ways to make this hope a reality has been the efforts of the 579th Engineer Detachment with many goals and aspirations. The engineer designers have worked feverishly to design tactical infrastructure, projects for CERT and coalition partners, as well as significant projects for the Afghan government. Some of these projects are Operation Hamkari's checkpoints, forward operating bases and COPs throughout the Kandahar region, battalion and brigade tactical operations centers at Camp Nathan Smith, sewage lagoons at Camp Wilson, rifle ranges at Camp Phoenix, and many projects here at CAF at the Kandahar airfield to include the Romanian compound and RSOI complex design, the South Park Chapel complex, South Park PX and Boardwalk, the Class 1 Office Park and Conference Center, drainage projects, and one of my favorite projects and phrased by the former Commodore Hedrick, 4D, also known as Dean's Dam Drainage Ditch and Burn. He always enjoyed that project. The designers have also completed projects for the local and provincial governance systems to include 8 major renovations or new police stations in Kandahar, 26 force protection upgrades for the Kandahar Provincial Reconstruction Government facilities, Dan District Agricultural Center, Kandahar University Water Distribution System, the eastern and western fruit markets, and numerous roads throughout the province. The detachment also ensured over 500 projects of Operation Phoenix were properly completed and closed out. In addition, the detachment has provided general engineering support to the Afghan Engineer District South to include contracting services, resource management, program management, safety engineering, legal services, project engineering, and construction quality assurance services for numerous projects at Kandahar Airfield and the Afghan National Security Forces infrastructure. To the support staff of the 579th, ranging from logistics, intelligence, surveying, communications, budget, and special staff, thank you for the myriad of contributions you have made that led to a successful mission. We are a team, and it has been a total team effort. A job well done. A special note to the volunteers of the 579th Engineer Detachment that were attached to us when we deployed. Without your patriotism to volunteer and support the detachment in the combat environment, we could not have been as successful without your key support and contributions. To the 533rd Engineer Detachment, it has been my hope to establish a FESDEM niche in Afghanistan with a robust mission and office space for you to continue carrying the engineer torch for continued success. Know that you will face challenges, know that you will be real, the challenges will be real, and know that they will be serious. But above all, you will overcome these challenges and have an extraordinary role in playing and shaping Afghanistan's future. I made a promise during our deployment ceremony back in Vicksburg on Good Friday last April. That promise was to make sure every effort was to bring home everyone safe and sound. We have endured over 100 rocket attacks here at CAF, a ground assault, numerous missions outside the wire, and some of us have been exposed to IEDs. Despite these challenges, we will be going home safe and sound. Some of us have lost family members during the deployment, but you can rest assured that they are proud of your accomplishments. We have missed birthdays, we've missed holidays, we've missed anniversaries, we've missed graduations and special occasions with our loved ones back home. But you were able to share these special moments here with your extended family, an extended family that you will have for the rest of your life. Despite the hardships, you didn't quit. Your accomplishments have been noted by many, and it's a great day to mark the end of the 579th deployment to Afghanistan. Thank you to our customers, task force commanders, and fellow units for their support and coordination efforts to make this a combined team effort. It has been a privilege to serve with each and every one of you during this deployment. I'd also like to thank Sergeant Smith for, again, the great national anthem. That was great. I couldn't hit those high notes if I wanted to. And also thank you to the band for your efforts as well. A special note to my roommates, thanks for the friendships that have been developed over the past year, and best of luck with your future endeavors. And finally, I'd like to thank Brigadier General Buckler and Brigadier General Yenter for their mentorship, guidance, and ability to have frank discussions. Thank you and global support.